Hi everybody, it's Howard and welcome back to the HR Show Experience. We are here with a brand new video for you today to talk about Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I made sure I pre-ordered those tickets quick, fast, and in a hurry so that I could make sure that there was no types of situations going down when that movie came out. I was right at that movie theater, bright and early, ready to go. Me and Mariah. The movie picked up directly where the last one left off. When Dobby died! Yo, he died last movie! Movie was definitely jam-packed, full of all different types of action and whatnot. But what I will say is that after I read the book and everything, I still, well actually to speak about the whole entire Harry Potter franchise, I feel like each movie, pretty much the further the movies went along, they rushed the movie and they cut so much out, because what I wanted was to really see, like, you know, let these actors act these roles out, you know, like, so many people died in this book, like they died and they had tragic, horrible deaths. And I mean, yes, that sounds very depressing, but I mean, quiet as it's kept, that's what I wanted to see. I knew, and I mean, I think that, you know, you didn't really need to change it for the people, for the younger people, because to be quite honest, if your parents are letting you read the books, you shouldn't have no issue, you know, watching the movie. And if you're going to watch the movie and you get upset about what they have in the movie, you should have read the books before, so you knew what you was getting into. Either who, the movie was great, but what I will say, which kind of really did actually make me mad, was the fight between Mrs. Weasley and Bellatrix Lestrange. Now, in the book, let me tell you, that book had me going, I said, yes, Mrs. Weasley, you better knock that heifer down. You better do the daggone thing, right? And I mean, I'm thinking this fight is going to, like, I wanted them to make each fight in this movie epic, like, make it long, drawn out, boom, you know, all types of stuff with those wands. But, you know, my whole fight that I waited for years, waiting on this movie with Miss Weasley and Bellatrix Lestrange, was all of 5 seconds. I mean, it was a juicy 5 seconds, but I mean, I was really looking forward to that because I love the actress and the way she plays Mrs. Weasley. That woman becomes Mrs. Weasley. And to see Mrs. Weasley pop off like so many mamas out here do when somebody messes with their child, you could have let that play out a bit more. And I would have, like I said, I would have liked to see all of the other different types of things, you know. But either way, you know, the movie was great. The movie was great. I done just seen it in theaters. I can't wait for it to come out on that good Blu-ray so I can have it, because I have every Harry Potter movie on Blu-ray. As soon as it comes out, I'm going to sit down early in the morning and I'm going to start and I'm going to continue on down to the end. And I'm just going to have memory lane, because if you think about it, these movies have been with us for so long. Like, I was in school when these movies came out. Like, oh my gosh, I was such a child. Like, I remember, like, let's just walk down memory lane, okay? I remember going to the movies to see this movie, right? And then I remember working at the movie theater and showing the movies, the Harry Potter movies. And then I remember being able to go see the Harry Potter movies before they were actually in theaters, because I worked at an independent theater, so my boss would take me so we could go watch the movie, because she knew I loved Harry Potter, God rest her soul. But we're talking about this movie. This movie is amazing. This movie is amazing. I hope you guys go see it. I will also say, seeing it in 3D. I did not see it in IMAX 3D, so that might have been a bit something different. But seeing it in 3D, honey, let me just tell you, you can get the same exact experience you got from that 3D and the 2D. We need to, when we say 3D, things need to be out in my face. Like, I want nothing else to be out at that time, but just that. So it's, you know, so I'm getting the 3D experience. Like, oh, look, this is kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Either way, Harry, I'm gonna miss you, and I mean, J.K. Rowling, thank you so much for writing these books. You definitely gave me an escape to get away from my insane life that I go through every day. Because let me tell you, I'm gonna miss that broom cupboard. Oh! And by the way, if you guys remember, I did tell you that I won the contest at the Books A Million when the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows first came out, the book. And I was able to come across the picture. And here's the picture. I actually made this entire thing. I made it out of 4 huge cardboard boxes that I got from the movie theater. I worked at the movie theater around the corner from the Books A Million. And I went to the thrift store and got all the clothes, you know, to make the Harry Potter little costume and whatnot. This, that, and the fifth. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. And here we go. And I won. And it was so cool. And can you, like, I'm tall. And when I made this, I was tall. So if you can imagine someone like about 6 feet tall standing inside of a box, mind you, that box is a bit taller than I am, so that box is over 6 feet tall. So can you imagine me carrying that myself into the Books A Million to set up my costume for the costume contest? A mess. But I did get a standing ovation, thank you so much. I did, and it was so amazing. And you know, shout out to all the people that work at that Books A Million. You guys know who you are. I don't want to put y'all on blast, but you know, shout out to all of you guys, because you guys are some of the coolest Books A Million people ever. Okay? And that was, I really didn't have too much to say about the video, but let me know something. Let me know, did you go see the video? I want to know what you thought of the video, okay? Because we can go back and forth. Because I love the video, but then yet and still, as a fan of the books, you know, it does kind of make me feel some type of way. But either way, leave your comment, thumbs up this video, favorite this video, send it out, make it viral, this, that, and the 5th, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, wait a minute. Also, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/HR show, and be my friend on Facebook, facebook.com/HRS experience. Bye.